Hey, what's going on, YouTube? In my fat loss journey, I went from 250 to 177, and I did this. I lost 70 pounds, but there's some mistakes that I made, and I want to share some with you so you guys don't make the same mistakes. In this video, I'm talking about the 5 fat loss mistakes that shrink muscle. When I lost the 70 pounds, I was coming off a bulk. I got pretty stocky, packed on a lot of muscle. I was real strong in the gym. But my nutrition was trash, so I started eating just whatever I wanted and was still like lifting weights, but then I ended up ballooning up to 250. When I started to lose weight, I got addicted to the results essentially, but I wasn't really paying attention to the other losses I was taking when it came to muscle mass. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips of mistakes that I've made. So if you guys are on your fat loss journey, you don't have to make the same mistakes. And number 1 is just to focus on calories. And I know you say like, but you need to do that in order to lose weight. You do just need to focus on calories, but that doesn't need to be all your focus. If you just like, I'm gonna tell you my story. So for me, I started to lose weight and I started to get the results, but at the same time, that's all I focused on. That's all I focused on was just the calorie count, but I wasn't hitting my protein goal. So if you hit your calorie number, you're still going to lose weight. So I was consuming 1,500 calories a day. But sometimes my protein intake wouldn't be where it needs to be to maintain the muscle mass. So if your protein intake is too low, once you start to drop weight, you're dropping body fat and you'll be dropping muscle mass as well too. All right. So if you're gonna, focus on the calories that you want to consume, you also want to focus on the protein intake and making sure you're maintaining that protein intake so you're maintaining the muscle mass. Mistake number 2 I made is that I was doing high intensity interval training. If you watch my other videos, I preach now, and it's pretty much all over social media. Everybody's preaching now about walking, how walking is beneficial, low intensity cardio. At the time when I was losing weight, the big crave was high intensity interval training. So doing sprints, and I was doing a lot of those. It came to a point where like sometimes I didn't feel like lifting weights. I just wanted to do the sprints because again, I was seeing results and I thought the sprints were really catapulting those results along with the caloric deficit. What I wasn't realizing is that while I was sprinting, I was losing body fat, but I was also losing muscle as well too. I'm not hitting my protein intake, and then my cardio is higher. Okay, so again, that's causing me to burn more than what I'm trying to. Point number 3 of the mistake I made, which I talked about already, which is not hitting the protein goal. In order to build muscle, maintain any type of muscle mass, we have to hit our protein goal. Your protein goals, everybody's protein goal is going to be different depending on your goals. You can always find your protein goal. You guys can go to, back then I went to bodybuilding.com and it says if you're trying to lose fat or whatever, this is your protein goal. So I just kind of went off that and maybe like 20 grams, here or there, and I gave myself a range. But like when I started to see results with the caloric deficit and with the cardio and stuff like that, I wasn't tracking as much, right? And that brings me to tip number 4. I got complacent. Getting complacent is when you start to get results. You're like, okay, I can kind of, you start to cheat on your meals. You start to not like go to the gym as much. You start to not put in the same amount of effort. So it's like a ripple effect. If you guys are paying attention, like you see the ripple effect happening where you only start to focus on one thing. You start to, cut on other things, and it's a whole ripple effect that's starting to mess up your results. Tip number 5 was hitting my goal and then not caring afterwards. So I got down, I lost the weight, my 6-pack was showing, and I started to like loosely track food. I started to consume what I wanted. And again, I'm not tracking protein. I'm eating whatever again. I'm doing more cardio than lifting weights. So I'm losing weight. I'm getting lean. I'm wearing lean clothes and stuff like that. I can fit in smaller clothes and stuff like that. I'm thinking I'm looking good or whatever. But at the same time, like my strength is being zapped. My strength is being zapped from me right now. And then that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. That's just those 5 points of like just focusing strictly just on the calories, doing way too much like high intensity cardio, and then not getting enough protein, being complacent, and then hitting my goal and just like, all right, we're done. We got to that. We got to our goal weight. We're straight. You want to, in order to do the reverse, to do the opposite, is to track your food, your calories, make sure you hit your protein. Instead of doing high intensity cardio, you want to walk. I always champion walking on an incline. at 3.1 miles per hour. So I do 10 incline, 3.1 miles an hour. It's going to help keep the fat off, keep you in a caloric deficit. You want to not get complacent. If you're going to make this change, understand it's a life change. If you are looking just to lose weight temporarily, then okay, that's fine. The small wins are fine, but understand this is going to be a lifestyle change. You want to lose the weight and then keep it off. You want to keep coming back and forth. And then after you hit your goal weight, the next battle is to maintain that weight. And I got a separate video talking about how to maintain that weight. So guys, hopefully these tips help you. Go conquer the day. Understand fat loss is a journey. It's a process. Everybody's process is different. Don't listen to all the noise and the fluff on the internet. There's no secret formula to this. It's all about nutrition, so calories, macros, and then doing the right workouts in the gym. All right, stay blessed.